Welcome to 10 Stoic money tips that will transform the way you think about wealth and financial independence. The Stoics understood something profound about money that most people never grasp. They saw it not as an end in itself, but as a tool for living virtuously and freely. Let's explore 10 timeless principles that apply just as powerfully to your finances today. First, understand that you cannot control the market. The Stoics taught that we should focus only on what lies within our control and accept what doesn't. You can control your spending habits, you can control how much you save, you can control your effort and discipline, but you cannot control whether the stock market rises or falls tomorrow. Stop obsessing over market movements and instead obsess over your own financial behavior. Second, practice voluntary discomfort with your spending. The Stoics regularly practiced poverty to remind themselves that they needed less than they thought. This wasn't about self-punishment, it was about liberation. By occasionally eating simple food, wearing plain clothes, or spending a day without luxuries, you realize that happiness doesn't come from consumption. Try this yourself. Spend one day living below your means on purpose. Notice how little you actually need to be content. Third, understand that wealth brings new problems, not solutions. A Stoic doesn't chase money believing it will solve their unhappiness. Money can solve problems related to money, nothing more. If you're lonely, wealth won't fix that. If you lack purpose, wealth won't provide it. If you're anxious, a bigger bank account won't calm your mind. Pursue financial security for freedom and stability, but don't expect it to transform your character or fulfillment. Fourth, separate your self-worth from your net worth. This is crucial. Your value as a human being has nothing to do with how much money you have. The Stoics knew this deeply. A poor philosopher was no less worthy than a wealthy merchant. Your character, your virtue, your integrity, these define you. Your bank account is simply a number that reflects past decisions. It has no bearing on who you are. Fifth, focus on reducing expenses rather than increasing income. This might seem counterintuitive, but the Stoics would agree. You have more control over your spending than your earnings. A job loss, an illness, or an economic downturn can cut your income instantly. But your expenses, those are within your power. By building a lean lifestyle, you create a safety net. You become anti-fragile. You need less, so less can hurt you. Sixth, think long-term and ignore short-term noise. The financial world constantly screams at you. Headlines, news alerts, market swings, they're designed to trigger emotional reactions. The Stoic investor ignores the noise. He thinks in decades, not days. He knows that trying to time the market is foolish. He knows that panic selling locks in losses. He stays calm through cycles because he understands that volatility is temporary, but discipline is permanent. Seventh, practice gratitude for what you have. The Stoics understood that gratitude is the antidote to greed and anxiety. Each day, remind yourself of the money you have, the security it provides, the choices it enables. Gratitude shifts your mind from scarcity to abundance. It stops the endless wanting. It makes you less vulnerable to envy and comparison. When you genuinely appreciate what you possess, you're less likely to make desperate financial decisions. Eighth, remember that debt is a form of slavery. Seneca, the famous Stoic philosopher and wealthy man, was very clear about this. When you owe money, you owe your future time and energy to someone else. You're not free, you're obligated. Every payment is a reminder that your past decisions constrain your present options. The Stoic solution is simple. Avoid debt whenever possible. If you must borrow, do so strategically and with a clear plan to repay quickly. Ninth, invest in your own education and skills. This is the one investment the Stoics fully endorsed. Why? Because knowledge and skill cannot be taken from you. No economic collapse can steal your ability to think, to learn, to create value. By continuously improving yourself, you increase your earning potential and your resilience. You're not betting on markets or institutions. You're betting on yourself, which is the most reliable investment you can make. 10th and finally, use your money to buy freedom and peace of mind. Money's true purpose in the Stoic view is to reduce unnecessary suffering and create options. Don't use it to impress others. Don't use it to chase status. Use it to buy time. Use it to build security. Use it to reduce stress and anxiety about basic needs. Use it to fund a life aligned with your values. That's when money becomes truly valuable. These 10 principles won't make you rich overnight, but they'll make you wise with money. They'll free you from financial anxiety and the endless treadmill of consumption. They'll help you build wealth sustainably and use it wisely. The Stoics knew that the path to financial peace isn't complicated. It's about discipline, clarity, and virtue. Start practicing these principles today, and you'll find yourself moving toward true financial independence.